everyone, so today I'm going to do a first impressions video of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics and Shane Dawson Conspiracy palette. I'm going to try to be quite descriptive in this video just for people that have visual impairments. So I got it in my hands right here. It's still in its box. The box is white with these black hypnotic kind of swirls, and then in the middle it says Conspiracy in golden letters and the letters are erased. I hope that's an alright description. I'm not great at explaining things, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to try. Now, I'm actually very late to the party of doing a video with this palette, but I just really wanted to do my first impressions on video and I haven't gotten around to doing it, so I actually kept myself from using this for about 3 weeks now, because I've had it for about 3 weeks and it's been out for nearly a month now. But yeah, here is the video. I managed to get the palette, and I also managed to get one of the black pig mirrors, which is really cute. It's still in its box right here. The box is black with this white staticky kind of design, and then it has the Jeffree Star logo and the Shane Dawson logo in white, and on the side it has a Jeffree Star logo sticker where the opening is. So that's what the box of that looks like. Now, I was very lucky to get these things off of Beauty Bay. I ended up getting them off of Beauty Bay because all of the websites that you could get this stuff on were crashing. As most of you probably already know, this was breaking the internet. So you couldn't really check out on any of the websites, or they simply just weren't working. But then after about 4 hours, I managed to get it off of Beauty Bay because that website was working again. And then when I bought it, about a minute later, everything was sold out pretty much. So I was very lucky. I'm really sorry to those who weren't able to get anything. I actually really wanted to get the lip gloss and the lip balm as well, which I think you can only get the lip balm off of Jeffree's own website. So I'm going to try to get those in the restock because there will be a restock in March, I believe. I think that the restock might be a bit crazy as well though, because there were so many people trying to get this stuff. But we'll see. And I think I'm also going to get the mini controversy palette just because they're putting the unnamed green shade in that now. I think they called it Put It Back. And I just really like that shade because I think it will go really well with the other two green shades that are in the controversy palette. And the shade is kind of like my hoodie that I'm wearing right now, which is kind of like an emerald green as well, if you can tell. I just think it's a really nice shade. I didn't really want the mini controversy palette at first. I thought it was a nice palette, but them putting the emerald green shade in it really sold it to me. But if you already have the mini controversy palette, you don't have to buy it again just because you want the emerald green shade, because you can actually get that in a single when the restock happens. I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say. So now I'm just going to show you what the mirror looks like, what the palette looks like, and then I'm just going to do some kind of makeup look. I don't really know what kind of makeup look it's going to be because my makeup skills aren't super great or anything. I'm just gonna kind of play around with it, see what happens. Hopefully it'll look okay. If you wanted to see some kind of intricate makeup look, this is not the video, but there's already thousands of videos out there of this palette because, like I said, I'm late. So if you want to see some kind of intricate makeup look, then maybe look elsewhere, but I'm just kind of going to try play around with it and see what happens. So let me just start with showing you the pig mirror so I can do my makeup with it. That makes the most sense, I guess. Also, by the way, I put on my makeup several hours ago, like my base makeup, so if it doesn't look that great anymore, that's why. And I also forgot to mention I got a new camera, so the focusing and everything should be a lot better in this video than it was in my previous videos, but I don't really know if that's the case because I haven't really figured out all the settings and everything yet on this camera, but I hope the quality looks okay. So here we have the mirror. I just told you what the box looks like. So I'm going to take it out of the box. This is the back of the box, by the way, which just looks kind of the same as the front, but it just has some websites on it and it says hemp mirror there. All right, so I'm going to open this box. I'm going to take the sticker off, which was already kind of coming off because I already opened this before. All right, let's open it up. So here it is. This is the inside of the box. It has this black foam where the mirror is in, and then the mirror itself is a black dead looking pig because it's got crosses on its eyes, but it still looks very cute. And then on the handle it has the Shane Dawson logo. On the back it has the Jeffree Star logo, and it has this hole at the bottom to hang it up, I guess. So it looks very, very cute. You can also get it in pink, but I wanted the black one, so that's what I got. I just think it looks really cool. And then the back is just a big pig-shaped, well, pig head-shaped mirror. So that is what it looks like, and I'm just going to be looking in this and hopefully not blocking my face while I do my makeup. So now I'll show you the Conspiracy palette. I think earlier I might have said Controversy palette. I don't know, I just keep getting confused between the two palettes, but I got the Conspiracy palette right here. So I'm going to show you what the actual palette looks like. And by the way, the back of this box just kind of looks similar to the front of it. It just doesn't have that conspiracy lettering on it, and the swirls are more kind of like half-shaped circles, and then it just has some writing on it. I think that's the ingredients and whatnot. So I'm going to take the palette out of the box. It just slides out, but it is a little bit hard to do, like it's kind of tough. This is the palette outside of its box. It looks really cool. It's kind of like a pyramid that's flat on top, if that makes any sense, and it's a trunk type of style. So it has these two clasps on the side, which are metal and they're black. Most of the packaging is kind of like a cardboard material, apart from the Shane Dawson logo in the middle. It says Conspiracy in white on it, and then in between the P and the I it has the Shane Dawson logo, and then on top of the SD in the logo it has the Jeffree Star logo. So it has a little star which has some pink in it, which is really cool because I really like pink and black. So this palette is basically my aesthetic. Well, the packaging of it is anyway. And this palette is also cruelty-free and vegan, which is something that is really important to me. So I'm really happy about that, because otherwise I basically couldn't have bought this palette. The palette is a matte black with black shiny swirls as well. And then it just has Conspiracy on it and the Shane Dawson logo. And then on the back it looks pretty similar. It's a matte black, but the swirls on it are only like half circles, and then it just has some white lettering on it that has some websites and things like that. I hope that's an alright description. You know, I just think it's important to describe what everything looks like, just in case you have a visual impairment or anything. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. I'm opening the clasps, and this palette is a lot easier to open than the Blood Sugar palette is, because that's kind of tough to open, if that makes any sense. So I like that. And then it has a mirror, and on the side of the mirror, one side of the mirror, it has the Shane Dawson logo. On the other side, it has the Jeffree Star logo. And then here are the colors. I really like that there's an array of different colors, because that means you can do many different looks with this. On the top row, it has some neutral colors for more everyday kind of looks. Well, it kind of depends on what your everyday look is, on if you think that is an everyday look, but it's got neutral colors. Then on the second row down, it's got more fun type of colors, like more colorful colors, I guess you could say. And then on the bottom, it has mostly darker colors. So I think it's really cool. And also the logos in it are awesome. Like, it's got the Jeffree Star logo, the Shane logo, a crying eye logo, a beer type of logo for the Diet Root beer. It's got a pig logo that's like the mirror. It's got a pig logo that's just more like an actual pig, like the body of a pig, for pigment. And then it's got a teacup for what's the tea, which looks very detailed. That looks so cool. And also my camera is actually focusing pretty nicely, I think. So that's good, because that's basically what I got this camera for. And it's got a Diet Cola can, and an Illuminati symbol for Illuminati, as in the drink or the drama, and it's got a steering wheel for my rides here. So let's just appreciate these logos before I mess them up by using this palette. They look really cool, so taking a moment. Okay. Now we're going to mess them up, because I'm going to try to make a look with this. So let's hope it looks good. I got my pig mirror right here, and I got my Conspiracy palette on my lap. I don't really know how else to do this because I don't have a table right here, but I'm just going to dip into my pills. And okay, I can already see that this palette has a lot of kickback, because I just tapped this color very lightly and there's already a lot of kickback there. I think that's what they call it. Kind of looks like dust, but it's not dust, obviously. Okay, I'm gonna keep this on my lap and use this as a transition shade. You know, kickback isn't necessarily a bad thing, but some people might not like it. It is very hard to make matte shades that are pigmented, so that's maybe why it does that. I don't know if my Blood Sugar palette does it as much though, and my Jawbreaker palette. I feel like they don't do that as much, but I don't know. So I'm just going to use this as a transition shade. And I already had concealer and some powder on my eyelids just as a base. Alright, so this is going to be the transition shade. It's not really showing up because this is basically my skin tone, but it's just going to make everything blend better, I think. Or so I've been told. Okay, this color is kind of flying everywhere. Like it's going up into the air like dust, but yeah, I think it is showing up, but I'm not quite sure because it's my skin color. But let's just keep going. Actually, I don't really know why I just did that, because I think I want to make more of a colorful look. Maybe I'll do a green look to match my hoodie, and in ode to the new green shade that they're putting in the mini Controversy palette. In O2, is that the right sentence? I don't really know. I should really better my English, because I've been living in England for like 8 months now, and my English is just not great. I mean, most people say that my English is good, but it should be better, you know what I mean? But anyway, I think I'm gonna do green. I might regret that later, because I don't know how it's going to turn out. Actually, I think I'm just going to use the mirror in the palette instead of the pig mirror, because I feel like that's a lot easier, because now I have to keep this on my lap and I don't want to drop it. So I'm just gonna look in that, I guess. Should take the film off. This is going to be very ASMR worthy, so let's just do that on camera. Very satisfying. Trying not to get it in the eyeshadow though. There we go. All right, let's see. I'm going to use the Illuminati shade, I guess. The dark green right here. Dipping in that very lightly. A lot came off. All right. Okay, I'm kind of scared because it's a really dark shade and I don't know if it's going to have fallout, but I think I'm going to put it in my crease and in the outer corner. Okay, it does have, whoa, okay, it does have a lot of fallout. Let's see if we can work with it. Again, guys, my makeup skills aren't super amazing or anything, so I don't know what this look will be. This is probably better to do before your base, so that you can just easily wipe away the fallout and you don't have to worry about it. You know, you can work around that. But yes, there is definitely a lot of fallout, but as you can see, I only tap into my colors very lightly and quite a lot of pigment comes off. This is it blended out, and it also blends pretty nicely as well. Okay, so I think I'm going for a pretty dramatic look, and I'm just going to keep adding Illuminati until I'm satisfied with how dark it looks. So I've put the green shade on. I've put it on my lower lash line as well. This is what it looks like. It looks a little bit messy. I kind of tried to wipe it away on my cheeks and everything, and I think it worked for the most part. But like I said, just do this before you do your base, because that way you'll get the cleanest looking look. So, you know, you can work around it, and it is very nice and pigmented. So I should have just done that, but I wanted to have my base done and then just do the eyeshadow to show you what they're like. So that's what I did, but that just makes it a bit messier. All right, so now I'm going to take the light green shade, Conspiracy, right here, which is like a metallic-y kind of green. Looks really cool. All right, let's see what that's like. Okay, not as pigmented, or maybe it's my brush actually. I'll get a more dense brush, put it on the dense brush. Yeah, this is not as pigmented as the darker green, but then again, it's a lighter color. I'm gonna try to take it with my finger and put it on. Now I'm also being very light-handed with these shades, because to be honest, I'm trying not to ruin the logos on it. Oh yeah, it's showing up now. Like, it is very pigmented, if you can see. I touched it very lightly, and there's a lot coming off. It's just like a lighter green, so it's not as easy to show up. If I'm making any sense, I feel like my sentences are making less and less sense. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I don't really know what to think, because like, my makeup skills are just not that impressive. And I feel like I'm making a big mess. But it's fine, the colors are nice. And then I guess I'm just going to keep darkening up the green shade with my finger, if that works. The dark green shade called Illuminati. Yeah, that's kind of working. I'm going to try to darken up the outer corners with some brown. So I'm going to use Spiraling, which is one of the darkest browns. Also has some fallout, even though I'm tapping it very lightly. But I'm just going to put this in the outer corner. Yeah, that works pretty well. And then put it on my bottom lash line a little bit as well, kind of halfway, so that the green is still there. Okay, this is going to be a very dark look, but I kind of like it. It might not turn out as green though, because I am adding brown. I'm just going to get some of Sleep Paralysis right here, which is kind of like a silvery brown-ish. I'm going to put this near the end, I suppose. Just a little bit. And blend it out with my finger. I don't really know what this is becoming, but like I said, I'm just playing around with it. I'm taking Diet Cola, which is a silver, and I'm just going to put that right in the center of my eyelids, just to give it a little bit of a shiny look. Right there. Oh, that is really nice, actually. I don't know if it works with this look necessarily, but I could see this working on some kind of look. I mean, it doesn't look too bad on this look either. So I like that. I am pretty pleased with that. So I'm gonna do that to the other side. And then now for what I think will be the last step, actually. Yeah, there's not a lot to this. There's a lot of colors that I haven't used yet, but I'm going to try to play around with this and become a bit better at making looks. But now I'm going to take Food Videos, which is a bright yellow, and I'm going to put that in my inner corners just for a pop of color. I'm going to kind of blend it in with the rest as well. And then I'm actually going to brighten up the Conspiracy color a little bit more. Just taking it out on my finger and going over it just because I feel like it kind of got lost there. But then I'm going over the silver, so I don't know what I'm doing. I think this is the look. I'm just going to apply some mascara and false eyelashes as well. I feel like that will really save the look. Maybe I'll put on some eyeliner, but I don't think so. I'll see what I'll do, but I'll do that off camera. So this is the final makeup look, and I'm going to try to talk kind of quietly because people are trying to sleep right now because yes, I left this video very late. But yeah, this is the final makeup look. I didn't actually end up using fake eyelashes just because it's kind of dark in my room, so I didn't want to mess up the look by putting them on wrong. And yeah, I think the makeup look actually turned out pretty decent, especially for my first try, right? Like, I just picked out the colors as I filmed, so it is a little bit messy. Would definitely do my base afterwards next time, but still, I don't think it's too bad. I hope you guys like it. And yeah, all I have to say is that the colors are very pigmented, very pretty, but there is a lot of kickback in the pan and there's a lot of fallout. So just do your base afterwards when you do your eyeshadow, and I think you should be fine. So yeah, I just put on some mascara and eyeliner, by the way. That's all I did. So hope you guys kind of like it, and that was pretty much the video. I know it was a little bit messy and all over the place. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, hope you guys still enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you later in my next video. Have a nice day. Bye!